Are India then assured of a place in the World Test Championship final? Can they make it 3 out of 3, or is there more that India need to do in the remaining test matches? As avid cricket fans, you would know that there's a 3-match series coming against New Zealand. There are 5 more test matches to be played against Australia in this WTC cycle. But do India really need any wins from those remaining 8 test matches now? Is the job already done? Or if it's not done, what is it that India need to do? Allow me to tell you what is it that WTC scenario for India looks like. Not just that, for the other teams as well. We'll go with India first, but before I even get to that, let's look at the standings. This is what the standings look like at the end of this 2-match test series against Bangladesh. India continue to remain right up top. They've solidified their position at the top of the table. 11 matches played, 74.25 percentage points. Overall 98 points India have secured. Australia number 2. Stay right there. Again, they don't play any test cricket for another month and a half until India go and play from the 22nd of November, that test series that is much awaited, the Border Gavaskar series. Sri Lanka at number 3, England at 4, 5 go South Africa, 6 are New Zealand, 7 Bangladesh, 8 Pakistan, 9 is the West Indies. This is what the WTC points table looks like, ladies and gentlemen. But are India then assured of finishing in the top 2? Let's get to that now. Now this is what India need to do. First things first, 3-match test series against New Zealand left. There is a 5-match series, as we said, against Australia left. But what do India need to do? So in case you thought that these 2 wins have cleared the path for India and now the WTC final is waiting for them, well, that's not the case, because India still need to win 3 matches from the remaining 8. Now what if India want to go to Australia, already securing a place in the final? For that, India need to whitewash New Zealand. If you whitewash New Zealand 3-0, then the deck's clear. Then the deck is absolutely clear. There's no stopping India from playing in the WTC final. However, it is going to be a challenging task for the Indian team. So, if you were to tell anyone what is it that India need to do, now you know. 3 wins away, that's all India need. 5 matches left, India need 3 wins. Maybe depending on how the other results also go by, maybe India could need 1 more draw just to avoid the percentage points being changed over there. But at the least, India need 3 wins. 3 wins and India are assured of a place in the final. Let's talk about Australia now, and we'll just get to the most important point over here. Because Australia, they're not secured as yet. There are other teams that have caught up. What Australia need to do out of these 7 test matches that they're left with, they need to win 4. Now that is going to be a challenging task for Australia, and they'll really have to go hard at India in this particular series. They're also going to be playing against Australia 2 matches that happen in the year 2025 after the series gets over. But 7 matches left and 4 wins still needed for Australia. Let's talk about Sri Lanka, a team going through resurgence. They need 3 wins out of 4 matches. Well, those are the teams that they'll be playing. South Africa is going to be an away series for them. That's why things look tough, but they can still, because of that win that they got in England, that's really given them confidence, then beating the Kiwis as well. Speaking of the Kiwis, let's talk about their scenario going forward. Things looking very, very tough for them, because 6 matches left. You need to win all 6, and the toughest challenge between the 2, well, it's going to be the series against India. They've had some success in the past, but hasn't always translated into series wins. And winning all 3 matches against India, for all practical purposes, if you ask me, neither is the series against England going to be easy for them. But they play at home, you can give them some chance. But winning all 6 against such quality sides, well, I guess it is a Herculean task for them. And lastly, let's discuss about the Proteas, because they too happen to be mathematically alive. Well, equation is very simple. You need to win 5 out of 6. Again, I would put them right with the Kiwis at the bottom as far as possibility is concerned, because again, winning 5 out of 6 very difficult. Bangladesh are a good team playing at home. Don't go by how they performed here in India. It's an away test series for South Africa. They've got to play 2 test matches, and then they have a home series against Sri Lanka. Then they have another home series against Pakistan. They can assure of themselves of about 4 wins over here, maybe, because remember, they gave India a good run for their money as well. So they're a good side playing at home. But It's this series against Bangladesh that could be make or break. Will it be another India South Africa final? There is one happened, and India have good memories from Barbados. Can India then meet South Africa again, and can Australia then be dislodged from the second position? That is something interesting as we go along the way to the WTC final. But India looking pretty right at the top. They're sitting pretty. They're waiting to know who's it that could finish in second place. The decks look clear for India, but remember, just as I said, the scenario has been explained. 3 wins you can seal before you even go down under. You can seal that spot in the final. But at the moment, looking at all the teams, India looking the strongest.